Very first time that I saw you, I said hi. And you said hello, and I said hi. Something like that. Good song. Yo, Aaron Rodgers, my dog. Yo, he's been taken out again with a collarbone injury. Now, I was feeling the Packers. I was feeling the Packers and the Patriots for the Super Bowl. And, whew, this puts a hurting on me saying Packers are going to the Super Bowl. Puts a huge hurting on it now. Some people are saying he's gonna be out for the rest of the season, and some are saying, hey, like Jake Laser said, it's not a season-ending injury. We know that he was out in 2013 because of a collarbone injury. Who he got hit by? Barr? I think that guy's name is. And they're saying it's a dirty hit. Now, I wanted to get into dirty hits and how they're classified because they have this whole rules and stuff. Okay. So I'm just gonna read what's on Yahoo Sports about this, and I'm just gonna go down a couple sections. For one, they think it was a dirty hit, but they're not calling it a dirty hit because there's a rule in place that says if the defensive player takes one step towards the offense of the quarterback, pretty much that it's like they can't stop their momentum type of thing. So I'm just gonna read. For one, it says the Packers have announced that Rodgers has a broken collarbone and he could miss the rest of the season. So this is what they're saying. Rodgers missed, it says he missed 2013 with a broken collarbone, though he returned late in the season. Okay, the Packers have 10 games left. Whether or not Rodgers will return this season, this much is fact. Barr hit. So Barr's hit on Rodgers has caused a seismic shift. I'm sorry. Seismic shift in the NFL. The Packers lost 23-10. Brett Hundley, or Hundley, is it Hundley? Brett Hundley replaced Rodgers. Here's where it's tough to separate what's legal by the textbooks with what's acceptable. Generally, defensive players are given some leeway by officials when they hit the quarterback. Okay, if they take one step before hitting a quarterback, they don't get flagged or fined. Okay. Now, it seems Barr was within the one, it says it was in the one-step rule, pretty much. Mike Pereira, the former NFL vice president of officiating, who now works for Fox and has an uncanny way of deciphering the correct call on broadcast, said though Barr's hit was legal. Shit, that sounds like an unfinished. But it says pretty much that he thinks Barr's hit was legal, but he pretty much feels it was unnecessary, is what they're saying. No penalty was called. He says, it's legal, no penalty was called, but I think everybody knows that it shouldn't have happened. And then it goes on to say, however, it's fair to watch and see how Barr pretty much targeted him. And he did target him. He hit him after the play. After he released the ball. It would have been more sportsmanlike for Barr to just, run up to Rodgers and pretty much push him down. You know what I'm saying? But when you hit him and then drive him all the way to the ground as if he still has the ball, it's just like, what are we doing? So, listen, when they say it caused a seismic shift in football because Rodgers is out, that is absolutely correct. It's like, who's up next? I don't think this Hundley guy is going to. I mean, they say Tony Dungy said, hey, you could still work around his strengths, but let's, no. Aaron Rodgers is the second best quarterback in the league. Like, you don't just make up for that by a replacement quarterback. It just doesn't happen like that. Not unless you went and got the third best quarterback in the league. Then you might have a chance. But he's the best there is. You know, especially within that region. I mean, the only person that's better than him to me is Tom Brady. You know, mechanically, mechanically, the only person who's better than him is Tom Brady. Mobily, the only person better than him is Cam Newton. But you know, like I said, you don't just get a replacement quarterback and still think you're going to win. You know, 8 to 10 games out of ones you have left, and then go to the playoffs. It's just, and there's questions about their defense. So I'm sorry to say that everybody knows this. That that's it for the Packers. Do I think they're still going to win? Absolutely, but I think they're going to smash that quarterback. I think they're going to harass that quarterback. Something. See, I know if I was getting ready to play them, I would tell the defense, I would be blitzing the hell out of that quarterback. I would go in on him every chance that I got. I would make him throw that ball deep downfield every chance I got, because the chances of him going to be successful at that, it's just not very good. You know what I mean? So I would keep putting pressure on him, and eventually you're going to hit him. And that's what I would do. My whole plan would be, you're going to need a third string quarterback to come in, because we're going to take this guy out. And we're going to RG3 this guy. And that's it. And we're telling you what we're gonna do. Yeah, who you play next? Yeah, you guys might want to get 2 more quarterbacks. As a matter of fact, you might want to go get Colin Kaepernick out of retirement, because we're about to blitz the hell. I'm just saying, it's gonna happen. It's your boy Tone 202, man. I'm sorry to see that happen to Aaron Rodgers. He's a good dude, but hey, that's football, man. That's what the Steelers did. The Steelers did the same thing to Cincinnati. Broke his leg. Took him right out of the game. That was it. They were a threat to the Steelers. The Steelers crushed him. And that was that. Your boy Tone 202, man. God loves you.